Welcome to Tatty4ever presents The Secret World playthrough. Throughout this series I will be taking you through the game Wondrous World of the Secret World. That's right, the Wondrous World of the Secret World. What a conundrum. Anyway, for the... oh, there's a car. Okay, anyway, for the playthrough I will be playing as an Illuminati. Now the Illuminati are a mysterious race that use magic and are a secret cult. You may have heard of the Illuminati as the church group in the Da Vinci Code, if any of you have ever read that. So anyway, that's what I will be playing. This is my character. I've called her April Ryan from The Longest Journey, seeing as the Secret World seems to have links with The Longest Journey, plus it was created by the same guy who did The Longest Journey, which is awesome. So basically you get to nickname your character. I've nicknamed her Corasan. This is a land in The Longest Journey, which is the land of fire, which I thought would match an Illuminati because of the magic use. Now, first off, I think I shall change some of the options.
You want the weird non-fiction offices. Well,
so basically I've put all the options on low to try and help the recording of this. And then I should put player name tags on so you can tell who's who. Okay, so this is me, April Ryan. I'm an Illuminati as stated by this little symbol here. Now, the basics of the game are to go through and find the mysteries and myths of the real world. Now, Funcom have tried to base this on a real life character, so you will be equipped with an in-game browser, which you can access by pressing B. This goes on to Google, you can type in the secret world and it'll come up with all the search results just like it would. Except my internet's a bit slow. Whoopie-doo. Let's try that again. Yeah. So if you go onto the Secret World, this is the Secret World's website, which can be viewed in a browser. You can buy the Secret World from the Funcom website, which is www.thesecretworld.com. Right, so I'm going to start with the basics, the control basics. So you have W, A, S and D, which are your basic movement buttons. You then have Q and E to strafe left and right, which is a lot easier than just moving around in a circle with A and D. Now you also have a sprint button which can be activated with the X button. This makes you run faster. This move can be upgraded throughout the game to increase your speed motions. Right, the little yellow icon which you've just seen over here is a lore icon. You can run over, right click on it, and you get a piece of lore. You can click on this lore icon here and it will tell you what lore you just picked up. So we just picked up the morning light, reach for the sun lore entry. Now everything highlighted in yellow you can right click on to view. So that was just a pamphlet which just showed you on the lore. Now the help menu, in case you get stuck, helps you out playing the game. So you can search through it and type in, say, quest, and it'll come up with the missions. Read about the mission overview. You can press J to view your mission journal, So if you press J, it'll come up with your mission journal. Now, the missions appear over in this right side. You have one slot for a story mission, one slot for a dungeon mission, one slot for a side mission, well, main mission and side mission, and then 3 slots for like little side missions. But I will explain that as we go through. So, we start in New York City. As you can see, it's quite a nice city. It would look better if I had it on ultra settings, but for the purpose of this walkthrough I will be using low settings to help the filming process go. Okay, so these are all players in the game, highlighted in green with, you have your first name, your last name, and then your nickname. Your nickname is basically what people are known as in the game. Your first name and last name are just to give you a sense of roleplay. You then have NPCs, which also appear in green, which can get quite confusing. Right, so on the mini-map, the first quest is No Sleep Till Brooklyn. It says to look for a lead. So in this blue circle, it highlights where the quest will be. I keep saying quest, it's actually called a mission. MMO rules do not apply for this game. So we run around.
Something tells me you're not here for the long.
And we run into a cutscene.
No. Too much visibility on the street. They're listening. They're always listening.
Always listening.
That's why I keep the dryers running 24/7. They bug my phones, read my mail. They have this place on CCTV. Replace my girlfriend with an android.
Oh, really?
The Illuminati. I know you know. And they know I know. You know? Oh, you're wondering why they haven't disappeared me. Shut down my magazine? It's because I play smart. I play along. It's a game to them, you know? It's all just a game. Oh, hi, Leah. Don't worry, she's not one of them. She's in my D&D group.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Role-playing is the only avenue to resist control. We do nothing they don't tell us to. They've been conditioning us in every kind of media for years, okay? Example, Pac-Man. That's how they see you. Just a little head, just a mind share. And you run through the mazes they built, sucking down their pills. The fruit, the forbidden wisdom of Eden, never enough. And you can't shake the fucking ghosts, right? I mean, they're watching you. Their eyes are always watching you, even beyond death. This all adds up. That's where you'll find the Illuminati, at the dark center, in the ghost house, in the labyrinth. It's right here. Just follow the yellow dot road. That's all I can say.
So basically, that was a crazy guy who helps run the Illuminati. He's like a front cover for the Illuminati. He thinks people are trying to get to him, so he thinks putting dryers on will block out the sounds. There was also a lot of references in that to real life games and stuff, such as Pac-Man. You get a lot of references through the games because they try and make it a sense of reality, which in real life you would talk about Pac-Man in all these games, maybe if it's a bit old, but still. You also get, per character, per NPC, you get a dialogue option you can click through.
Look, who I am isn't important.
You can
what
listen
is
to
important,
the dialogue.
what is vitally important is raising awareness of the truth.
I might not click on all dialogues
David
because
O'Screed, editor-in-chief,
it gets tedious after a while, and I've already played through
Maybe you read it.
on
Maybe they
another
stumped you.
character anyway, so it's just to give you a certain overview of the game. Right, so the next quest is to next tier of the quest, because all quests are split into tiers. You can read the tier here, so we're now on tier 2 out of 4. So there's 4 tiers of the quest. Once you've done all 4 tiers, you get a mission reward and can move on to the next tier. As this is a story quest, you have to do them.
You were never here. I got it.
In order to progress through the game. So, it says, find evidence of surveillance in the laundromat. So, there's a camera here, and why does that car keep going when I'm nowhere near a car? I have no idea. So you right click the security camera, completed, find more surveillance outside. Right. So, apart from questing, it very much feels like a single player game with other people running around in it. You can group up, like click on the character, right click, you can invite to a group, you can trade, you can meet up, which basically you can switch dimensions. So whatever server you pick to start with, you can then change to another server and play with your friends. So it's cross-compatible servers, which is always a great idea to have. The only thing that you can't have cross-compatibility is the Funcom, which is PvP. So if you all want to play on the same, if you all want to do the same PvP, you all have to be on the same dimension. But apart from that, you can all cross-play, so it makes the game a lot more easier to do. You can send a message, which is a towel, which if you're not familiar, just reply as a message in the chat log. You can inspect, you can make a friend, and you can ignore. So if you inspect, you can see you've got 2 weapon slots, and then 7 talisman slots. Now these are your weapons and items of the game, basically gear, to help you play through the game. You also have a list of clothing items which you can equip your character to basically pimp them out and make her look unique. Now we don't get any of them until we start a Kingsmouth, so for now I'll leave it at that and we'll come back to it later. If you press Shift and F, it comes up with your friends list, and then you also have a cable and your ignored list. For the friends list, I'm gonna right click, send a message. So this basically sends a message, it will appear on the towel message. So I'm gonna send it to Riddle and say, hey Riddled, could you invite me to the cable, please? You press send and it'll appear here. Now these are the different chat windows. Currently it's quite buggy, but you've got a combat window for all your combat, towel messages for your towels, and then I always like to add in another window. So that's my cable called Shadow Flight, so I accept that. And if you press Shift F again,
there are a lot of security cameras around here.
There's now a cable. Now this is the Survivors of DS-Era cable. If you want to learn more about us, just type the secret world Survivors of DS-Era into Google. I will show you now. So the secret world Survivors of DS-Era.
They're watching. Check it out, the cameras.
And this is our clan website. So if you'd like to sign up,
they're watching.
Just come to the clan website.
The cameras.
You can log in and register, and then just apply in the recruitment tab. And fill out all the information and apply to us. Now you can click cable and say, hey. So I always add a cable window, which never seems to work because I've already written a cable, but it doesn't appear unless you do subscribe channels, public groups, cable. No, I didn't want to remove it.
You're not the first to come looking for the Illuminati.
There you go.
Sure you won't be
and
the
it'll
last.
appear. Currently it's a bug, so you have to do that quite a lot. Right. So continuing our mission. That's right, I called it a mission. Woohoo! Following the trail of surveillance. Now, the character customization in this game, which I haven't gone through, because I'll leave that up to you to have a look at. But basically, it's quite limited at the moment. Funcom have said they'll be implementing more character customization in August, so stay tuned for that. But I decided to go for a magic looking zombified girl with an orange hoodie, which I think kind of works, and the glasses as well help bring out her eyes and her hair and stuff. So yeah. So continuing on to the next cable, there's a lure up there which is on top of a constructed wood piece, and another one over there. Now the thing about this game is you can't just straight away go into it, you have to jump up on items and jump up again to get lore. Now some lore are scattered all the way along roofs and buildings and are very hard to get to unless you know how to get there. So I can't jump across there unless I'm sprinting, which I could have done to show you. So if I press X, I sprint. That makes you jump farther as well if you sprint up and jump, just like in real life. So so to the next surveillance equipment, just follow the blue arrow. It's very well very well told, this game. It's many like normal quests, you just press it, look at your quest, follow the arrow and complete the games. Now here's another piece of lore. Now there's different types of missions in the game. There's your normal substandard mission, which is go around, kill enemies or find an item, or you know, your general questing. You then have investigation missions, which in my opinion are pretty awesome because they require you to actually use your mind. Now we won't see an investigation mission until much later in Kingsmouth, but basically you get a quest, it tells you to like go, it'll tell you some information like let me try think for my mind has gone blank, but say like, where does the statue of death live, and go and find the statue. Now it doesn't give you an exact location, you have to figure it out for yourself. So the statue of death would possibly be in a graveyard, so I'd say that would be the first place to check out. The other type of mission is sabotage. Stealthy sabotagey missions. Basically stealth missions. So those missions you're supposed to do without being seen, but most of the missions you have to kill an enemy in some form in order to get through. But all this will be explained as we go along. Oh, and now my video is starting to lag, which I don't want happening, which is why I've put it on low settings. Let me cancel for a minute. Okay, I've changed the resolution now, so God, does it look a bit more horrible, but at least it shouldn't lag. But my God, does this look pretty dodgy. Right, so you follow the Illuminati markings. Which are down in the sewers. If you have the secret world and want to join me on game, just say hello. Just type in Corasan and you can say hello. If you want to join the cable, just apply for the their website. These are achievements and lore, so all the yellow items that you collect are called lore. They all go in this menu here. And then the game also has achievements, which are generically around these days. So the most achievements are just killing loads and loads of monsters, from 10 all the way up to 10,000 per monster class. Which will be fun times. Okay, anyways, back to the mission at hand. It's still lagging a bit on this resolution. My dear. Anyway, we'll pick up some of the lore. If it's gonna lag like this, I'm gonna just put it on a high resolution again and figure out why it's happening. In fact, I will do that now. Sorry for the mess of this playthrough, but until we get it ready. Okay, so I've defragged my computer, so hopefully it'll be better now. Or not. So, back to doing the quest. Followed the trail of the Illuminati symbols, running through the sewers of New York City. Oh, little dodge there. Oh no. Lots of dead ends. Doopy-doo. Here's a homeless New Yorker. Let's go say hello. Hello, homeless New Yorker. How do you do? You didn't want to speak to me. This music's quite eerie for a sewer. I would assume a sewer doesn't have any music. But then again, I can't say I've ever been down a sewer. So, here's another piece of lore.
I don't get it. Pitchfork said this was nothing coming.
Cue the ritual chant. Fuck or be fucked. Yep, great language in the game. They've definitely aimed it at the 12-year-olds who love to swear and curse. Anyway, here we are in the Illuminati complex. Holy shit. I think I've been caught.
You know the drill. Run them through due diligence.
I'm on it. Please, no head trauma.
Come on, Pink Cassini, to shut that fucking alarm off.
Say, have you ever seen a person void themselves from exposure to pink noise?
Get these two freaks out of here.
I'm being dragged along the floor. Somebody save me. Don't do it.
Hi.
No.
Have you ever seen a psychiatrist or taken psychedelic drugs? Whoa, 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 don't freak out. You got a lot of narcosynthetics in your system to fast track the rapport process. So make yourself comfortable before you lose motor function in your arms and legs. Is it safe? No, I'm just fucking with you. I'm a researcher, an experimental researcher.
Zern, my schedule is triple booked, so get started 10 minutes ago.
Yes, ma'am. Ms. Geary. Management.
Still here.
Shit. Knew that. Wow. Illuminati. Always there. Okay. Today, we're going to be provoking your extra-human potential. Routine tests. Psychic driving, invasive procedures, auto-suggestion, and this is all going to happen while you're under a post-hypnosis role-playing scenario. I wouldn't worry about it. I'm going to play you a looped recording of the catastrophe in Tokyo. And then, with a little chemical assistance, your uninhibited neurons are going to work their crazy magic.
Mojo.
I won't lie to you. This is going to be an intense, out-of-body experience. Wow! I'm pretty excited myself. And subject has left the building.
Oh, didgeridoo. He's making me play an MMO role-playing game. Why? The trauma! Why? Guy's the nutcase. Spins around on his chair, wailing nonsense. If only he was human. And now into the crazy alternative world we go.
It's all shut down. Kaidencho, everything. From the park to Arachi Tower.
SDF quarantine. Good news for Tokyo, bad news for us.
I thought the dragons thrived on chaos.
Someone once told me the Illuminati had all the answers.
They're saying a bomb. It's never just a bomb.
Something worse. Something that brought the filth with it.
So we fight. That's what us Templars do.
I enjoy a good fight, it's just these trousers are bloody velvet.
Sarah! Thank Gaia! Are you okay?
I wonder what faction Sarah is, seeing as Alex is a dragon, Mei Ling is an Illuminati, and Rose is a Templar, which means Sarah is just an unknown spirit entity. So the quest system in this game is pretty good. When you go to get a quest, it tells you the difficulty, you can read about it, and it tells you the first tier and how much XP you get. So if you click accept, it says aim yourself with the shotgun.
This is the worst time to argue.
Well, he's not. He's down there somewhere.
Got my shotgun.
Sarah, get your gun.
So you shoot with basically your options down here.
Open the gate!
Boom, boom, boom.
No!
Boom, boom, boom.
My God.
My God. Here they come. Shoot them all.
Watch out!
So you can tab to
Nice shooting!
move between the enemies.
How many have they got in there?
It's gone viral so fast. If this gets out into Tokyo...
It doesn't. We stop it here, whatever it takes.
And enemies can evade, or bullets can glance, which means it misses them. So you basically run around and shotgun them all. And run into bash. And then you type /dance and cry because it just does not
It's
exist.
like all the other occult disasters, right?
The sadness.
We really have to stop meeting.
Ow.
Don't let it get on you. Don't even breathe in.
And you build up weapon points on the enemies, which you can use for better skills.
It's a cancer.
So
Cancer
they're
doesn't know
called
you're
weapon
coming, it just
resources.
is.
Yep, so you get weapon resources, and then some skills require so many weapon resources to be used.
Fight chaos with chaos. Keep the bastards
So
at a
we've
distance,
got
then
normal
take
shot,
That's your plan?
powder burn, which is
them. Say, plan.
a melee strike,
You've got points, Sarah. Make every
and
shot count.
an active ranged ability which does an area of effect, which is pretty cool.
Incoming!
Like that. So basically we're just in a nightmare realm. Oh my god. Run in, AoE, boom. So we're in a nightmare realm, just trying to figure out what we are doing.
Don't hold back, right?
I was pacing myself.
Listen, Sarah. You have to find Zuberi.
See, consumer abilities consume weapon resources for extra damage. So if you build up 5, you do extra damage. And here comes a big ass monster. Oh yeah. I forgot to mention you can also dodge. But you can only dodge while this bar isn't there. So you dodge and then it comes up with a cooldown on your dodge. Which isn't that great, but it's good to dodge around. It helps out a lot when you're trying to get away from people.
Ah, the cavalry has arrived.
Hello, sir. How are you doing?
Gaia's power endures. Take it into yourself. Breathe it out.
I will heal you, Mr. Soldier.
Body mended. Over here. Good.
I will heal myself.
Even Gaia will be tested by what is to come.
Making a stand wasn't working out.
Yeah, about that. This ain't looking much better, to be honest. Now is not the time for argument.
Told you would say that.
Let's go.
We must reach the next platform.
Kill the virulent filth, for they condemn our realm of love and God and power. Oh, ha 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 ha.
Well done.
They keep coming! Kill them all! After you kill them, a lot more will come.
I think that's bad news.
And you can run away.
Yep.
Run away!
They're not stopping!
And they will not stop. This is
Look
all
out!
to hold us
It's all
back.
coming down!
And nailed on. And that is pretty much the prequel to the game. Where I walk so slowly down a hill and see all the horrible, horrible filth on the ground and the amazing asteroids and space flying around the outside of the world. And of course the space train, which I'd love to get on and find out where it goes. Probably to the Saturn or a place far, far away that hasn't been discovered by Earthlings. Boom. We died. And now to wake up to possibly that mad guy again. The crazy guy who wants to stab us with injections. Oh no. Yep, there's the mad guy.
Pineal gland. overstimulated, higher brain functions, functioning. That is great work. Well above MK Ultra success rate. Hey, can I ask you, have you ever seen a jaguar tripping?
Zern!
Well, yes. Look it up sometime. Hey, you better haul ass to the test chamber. Jump through a few hoops. Oh, and you may be feeling some discomfort from the microchip that I grafted to your spinal column. No worries, though. I mean, it's gonna fade, really. And as your doctor, I'd caution you, strongly caution you, don't try removing it, okay?
So now I've been microchipped. Thank you, Mr. Doctor. And here's a guy called Jurassic 5. Why would you call yourself Jurassic 5? I wonder.
You actually volunteered for a checkup?
And there's someone without a capital letter for their first name. How annoying. How very, very annoying. Move around to regain my senses. Woo! Let's run away. Let's escape this horror. Where are we now? Let's see. Test chamber, over there. To the test chamber we go. Let's sprint. Sprint.
There will be no parking in the red zone.
Sprinting in my test chamber, sprinting in my test chamber. Sweet. To the test chamber where we get another loading screen. There's a lot of loading screens. Very, very many. Hello, Miss Templar, how are you? Why, I'm very well, thank you. How are you? Oh, she's gone. On to the test chamber. Alright, combat director. How are you doing, mate? I ain't seen you for time, eh?
They give me clay and expect me to hand them back steel.
Silly them.
It is not an instructor they want. It is an alchemist.
Oh, really?
You, my friend, are in a world of tigers. And they will eat you alive if you are weak, if you hesitate, if you do not strike first. Here, you will learn to strike first, and strike hard. For those combat holograms, they can do nothing to you.
That's what you say.
However, have a high-powered rifle and a streak of what some call sadism. I call a will to incentivize.
So,
potential,
he's gonna shoot me.
But we have no time to tease it out of you. Inside you is a power, an anima you can draw on to make yourself stronger, faster, a more effective killer. It is the magic behind the magic bullet. The weapons you use will become an extension of yourself. They are the instruments through which your anima is made force. I want you to arm yourself and show me that force. We have an arsenal here. You can experiment with all of them if you please. But when you leave, you can only take one with you. You have an edge, my friend, and I am not interested in how or why you came to possess it. Only that you sharpen it to the best of your abilities. Nothing less. In the test chamber, you can do so in safety. Safe. Except from me. Now, let us begin.
Let us begin. So, this is the part of the game where you get to choose your weapon, which will pretty much help you with your skill choices. So let's go have a look. First off, we have the magic items. These 3 items allow you to use magic in the game. So you've got blood magic, which is fairly obvious. You use your blood to create magic, such as like live stream or dark sustenance, etc. You then have chaos, which is apparently the best form of magic in the game at the moment, which is probably what I will pick for my Illuminati. And then you have elementalism focus, which is basically using the elements as magic to destroy. So that's the magic section. You then have the ranged section, which is shotgun, pistols and assault rifle. As you've already seen, shotgun was used in the prequel bit, which was pretty good, but I've never fancied shotguns. Then you have pistols and assault rifles, which I use on my dragon. They're pretty good. They have a long range, so you can stand from here and hit all these targets at the same time, which is always good. And finally you have your close quarters combat, which is your hammer, your fist and your blade. As you can see, you have to stand in a fairly close range to hit them, but it does a lot more damage. Now, if you press N, it'll come up with the skill wheel, and the first time you do it, it'll come up with a help menu. Get rid of that. This is your skill wheel for the game. So you have the three sections here: magic, melee and ranged. As you can see, these for the 3 magic weapons, these for the 3 close quarters weapons, and these for the 3 ranged weapons. So to use the skill wheel, you have to first fill, say if you pick assault rifles, you'd have to first get all the skills in either the healing support side or the engage side to unlock this cluster, and then you can level up each individual cluster in the assault rifles. There's also decks. If you click this little tab on the left hand side, you can see the decks, which give you a pre-made deck option. So if you click on Grifter, it'll show you these are the skills you need to complete that deck. If you complete the deck, you unlock an outfit you can wear, which looks like this. If you go through, you unlock different outfits, which is pretty cool. Now, for my Illuminati, I want to be Chaos C area. So if we look for probably an illusionist, yep, that's chaos and hammers. Now I'm not sure if I fancy a hammer, so we'll look down to necromancer, which is blood and assault. I'm not sure I fancy that, so Firmatage. I could go blood and fists. Let's go Slayer, Gunslinger, and Bodyguard. Now these decks are just guidelines for a pre-built deck. In the secret world you can pick any skill you want and make your own decks out of them. So you could pick blood and blades, and you could level whatever you wish, which is good. But to start with, I'd say you want to focus on something that you want to use. So let's read about the Formatage. The Formatage is a battle mage armed with blood magic and fist weapons. The deck is built about delivering penetrating hits and damage over time. They can wreck enemies and damage over time from a distance, and then getting close to take advantage of damage and penetration buffs. The elite blood magic abilities provide further damage over time potential, which can be explicited or damage boosts with the Formatage fist attack. So basically you'll cast magic and run in to hit them. Whereas the illusionist leads enemies to their death, picking off the weak and chaos magic and hammer. Best used to focus on a single enemy. This deck loads This deck loads extra damage on targets with low health. Supporting effects help push enemies below the threshold faster, with mitigation debuffs and hit rating buffs. So that's pretty much single target. I reckon we should go for a group target range, so I think I shall go with the Firmatage. So to start with, I would like blood magic and or fists. So I will go over to the magic area, which I believe is here, and pick the blood magic item. Now you have to pick up your item and then press the I button to open your inventory and equip all your items. Yes, just like so. Now you have two skills, which is boiling blood, a single target attack that does 71 damage, and blood spike. So it consumes 2 blood resources, can be powered by my own health, and it's a single target attack. That is crazy stuff. Let's have a look at that again. My blood is spiked inside his head. That's kind of hilarious. I'm gonna try Chaos just to see what the differences are. So if I pick up the Chaos weapon and equip them, we have Hand of Change, which is just the normal damage weapon, and Call for Eris, which looks totally awesome compared to a blood spike. I do like Chaos a bit more, so if I look in Illusionists again, I don't have to go hammers, I could be magic with like a fist weapon. Single enemy attack though, maybe it's not so bad, and Chaos does look a lot better, I think, than blood magic, so after all that, I will actually pick Chaos. So now that I've done my Chaos weapons, I return to the director.
This is the company line. You will use it to maintain contact in the field. Do you understand? That is all.
Then my faction will call me every 2 ranks I level up. So you start on rank 0, and then for every rank you get stars, and then it goes into like triangles and stuff. So every 2 ranks you'll get a phone call telling you to do something. Right, so exit the test area and go meet your primary contact. So let's leave the test area for now, go back to New York. New York, New York, it's a hell of a town. The shopping was up, but the shopping was down. Yep, that's right. I forget the words to the Simpsons New York, New York song. Shame on me. Anyways, back to the game at hand. Let's go meet my primary contact. And what is that red thing over there?
All military personnel to Fusang projects.
I have no idea what that is. It seems like you cannot pick it up, so where's me contact? Up there, ramp there. There's another one that you can't pick up. Confusing. So you can start some lore as well. Good times. We have some lore. Perhaps there is more lore. Perhaps that is lore, except it's red, which means you cannot pick it up for some reason. So, to our contact, which seems to be this guy.
Help me help you.
Or woman. Oh yeah!
I fucking love old school hip-hop, don't you?
I bet you
Projecting
do.
indecision is a big no-no. Always smile. But this isn't another test. We don't do probation. You're either in or you're out. The Illuminati are very achievement-focused. It's like Xbox, only everything is hardcore.
Oh, yeah.
The ethic I really want to instill in you is to aim high and achieve even higher. It's not just in your best interest, it reflects on me, too, and that is super important. Make me look bad, I'll mount your head on my wall as an object lesson to the next fuck-up. God, it is so cute when you new guys think I'm kidding.
I'm not a guy.
Solomon Island.
Why would
a little
you say
town
that?
and a preppy school with connections to us have kind of vanished off the coast of Maine. The people aren't a major deal. Do you know how many disappearances there are in the United States every year? We do. But our noses need to be totally clean on this one. The military are involved, and we have limited bandwidth to stall the shitheels at the DoD. Give an old dude a red button to press, it's like Viagra to them. I want you out on Solomon Island to assess the impact on our bottom line. You can skip the traffic and the quarantine by traveling through Agartha. Just use your initiative, but not too much initiative. That comes across as desperate. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao. Okay.
I'll be on my cell.
So basically, we are hardcore like an Xbox. Not a PS3, not a PC, but an Xbox. Some would say that's a bit big-headed of them, but well, there we go. I myself prefer a PC to an Xbox. How about you guys? Please state your opinions below in the comment box. Yeah. Right, so now we are going to Agartha and leaving this horrible, horrible place of New York. But first, let's get some lore. Check how much lore we actually have. Achievement, so the green come up as achievements, which is explore New York, which I'll probably do later, not maybe later on in the game. Oh, my game crashed. Right, so that's the first time it's crashed. I just also tried the in-game save video feature, but it doesn't seem to work properly, so I must continue using Fraps, which seems to lag. Okay, let's get a piece of lore and read it in this menu. As you can see now, I've got AP and SP. I shall explain what this means. Oh, my SP's gone. Okay, so if you click N, and go to character skill points, what I'm using is the Chaos magic tool. So if I open that, now I'm going to focus on damage, I would assume. Calamity effect, or deal less damage against me. I will put a point in damage, and then look at my, it tells me I need 2 skills in the theory. Chance and theory. So, paradigm shift. So you click the skill and you can buy it. So whenever you apply weakened, you gain a single stack of the hit rating effect, which increases hit rating by 30 per stack. That sounds awesome. So you buy that, and you equip it. It's already equipped. It'll go in your purple bar because it's a passive ability. You have 7 passive abilities which you can use in the game, and 7 equipped abilities. Passive abilities are abilities that you don't have to press any buttons for, they're just there in the background. Your actual equipped abilities are what you press 1 to 7 for. So we've used all our points now, hopefully in the right one. So damage and survivability, usually it says down here which one damages and which one survivability is. Whenever you hit a weakened target, builds 1 resource for each equipped weapon, or builds 1, I think this is damage and this is So it's on here. Damage is the left and support is the right, so oh, maybe there isn't a damage and maybe they're both support. So yeah, that would be damage, okay. Sweet. So, onto Agartha, which is the hub of the secret world, which links all the places together. And you get to meet the timekeeper, who looks like a train conductor, and he's pretty cool. And then that's it for your starting area. Ooh, how funky. I like that golem. The golems are pretty cool. They have like great armor and just awesome little blue glyphs and stuff all over their bodies. They just look pretty cool. They kind of remind me like of Big Daddies from BioShock, but more beefcake and juggernaut like. But I'd assume that would be what they would like. They are the protectors of Agartha after all. And there they are for real. And there's the train conductor.
Hello? Yes? Now this is the Hollow Earth, Agartha. I do hope you're not here for the local service. It's running somewhat tardy. And by my watch, it's 100 years overdue at 1/4 the hour.
Oh dear, what a late train.
Judging from the cut of you, you're more of a world traveller. Well, you've come to the right place. This underground realm, like the Great British Rail System, is the very model of efficiency. Agartha's thoroughfares sprout from the Tree of Life and connect back to the surface. Distance and time bend in here. Why, you can cross the globe in a brisk walk. Of course, it's perfectly safe. No one's entirely sure how it works. Quite bedeviled, the science boffins, but I'm assured they have their top men on it. Top men. Now you'll need one of these. Mind your fingers.
That's your half-stone to get you back to Agartha.
Thank you. Fascinating devices. Fortunately, there's still enough to hand out like sweets. Consider it your anchor to the Hollow Earth. It can return you here in a flash, proverbially and quite literally. Well then, onwards to the New England coast, what?
Good old English train conductors. If you're not from the UK, you're probably thinking, what is that guy on about? Oh yeah, I forgot to say, I'm from the UK. And he's a very British train conductor who even says what, which is some crazy British language. So, collecting more lore. Oh, you get transported. And this is our first actual proper zone, which is Kingsmouth town. So that's it for the Illuminati prequel starting area of New York. If you go onto a dragon faction, they start in Seoul. Never remember how to pronounce that word. Seoul? Yes, whatever. And the Templars start in... where do they start? You got New York, Seoul, and London. Ah, the Templars start in London. So, the only differences between the factions of the story missions, as far as I'm aware, and the decks. You can unlock different deck outfits per factions. So the Illuminati have different decks to the Dragons and the Templars. So here we go to Kingsmouth, which is the zombie infested area, which will destroy you. The zombie apocalypse of doom. So let's run forward, grab the lore. There's a lot of bees around here as well. Remember these bees for later, as it's part of an investigation quest. So in one of the investigation missions, you can come back here, and this is where it will be. Now, the one thing about the Secret World is, if you want to play it properly, you shouldn't watch my video because it will contain a lot of spoilers, because I'm going to go directly through the entire game, and if you haven't played it before or are wanting to play it, then it will spoil the whole game for you, because it will have investigation missions which take a lot of brain skill, and if you watch the video, then you'd remember where they were. So that's just a little warning there. I'll probably put it at the start of my video, or just write it on, just to let people know. So this is the town of Kingsmouth, which you will find out in a minute is overrun by epic zombies. Except it's crashed. So yeah, that's the second time it's crashed. This is crazy. Anyways, so this is the town of Kingsmouth. So basically, we'll go talk to this guy. Now this is a mission that you can pick up, which also has a story connected to it. All of the missions in the game have cutscenes and stories connected to them to help you feel like you're actually in the game.
This forest crawls. Gets my fingers itching for two matters. One,
boom, headshot.
Figuring out a way to keep them down. It ain't right the way the dead walk the earth. They deserve their 6 feet, same as everyone else. I've sworn to keeping guard here, and you've got places to be. But nothing's stopping you from culling the herd as you go. Hell, figure out what makes them tick and how to make that ticking stop, and I'll buy you a beer at the apocalypse. So go on, kid. Saddle up. The end of the world waits for no man.
But I'm a woman. So does it wait for me? I don't know. Right, time to kill some zombies. So find a zombie and let's try out our chaos moves. Single target power. That's pretty cool. I quite like that. It seems to be quite cool. It's like projectiles, but you have to get quite close, which isn't so cool. Yes. So that's tier 1. So the next one, you have to jump on cars which trigger the alarms for zombies to come and ravage you. So you can tell if a car has an alarm with a flashing red light there. So if you jump on the car, it'll come and kill you. Now you can blow up this, or not. killing zombies, na la 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 la. Oh yeah, you have to be directly facing zombies in order to kill them. You can't face the forward and press 1 and you cannot hit someone behind you. So the next one is to ignite gas cans and draw zombies into the fire. So if we find a gas can, like so. Wow, someone set me alight. So if we set a gas can, go away fire, leave me alone. There we go. And then hit a zombie. And then run back into the fire. It'll burn the zombies. I'm burning. Oh no. I'm on fire. Ah. Now, there's no water or anything, as far as I can tell. So here's a side mission quest, which is in a green and black striped background. So if you click on that, it'll appear in your side mission screens. So remember, you've got a main mission, a side mission, a dungeon mission, and a story mission that you can carry. So if we get the ammo from the pickup, and then take it to the police station, or nope, examine half-eaten corpses, which is here. Oh my god. What is the range on this? I still can't hit him? Wow, close range. So I just kite in circles generally, and then kill people. You can double tap to dodge like I showed you earlier, and then you get a cooldown so you can't do it again if you double tap. So, oh, zombies are coming. So we've completed the main mission for getting to the police station. Now you can choose a second weapon. If I'm following the deck, which I'm probably going to do, then I will want a hammer. So it's in my best interest . Oh my god. Okay, so ever since I did the defrag, it seems to have unlagged my game when I record, but it now crashes the game instead. So, for this I want a hammer, which requires hammer skill of 1. Or, which I forgot to do, is go into the store, which is comma, and because I pre-ordered, I should hopefully have items I can use. La 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 la. Let's try that again. Come on, little store. Sweet. So if you go and claim items here, these are all my items. So I'll have the nice little wolf. The nice little raven. Get all the clothes because they don't take up room in your inventory. Yeah, all like the jackets and stuff. Caps, pants, pre-order t-shirts. That looks kind of cool. Right, so I'm looking for a chaos weapon. This is a chaos weapon, so if I get that one. And I'm looking for a hammer, so if I get that one. And the Screaming Demon Ring. And then I think that'll do. Let's try a Tome of Babel. And the Furies. Some of these are blue items and some of them are green. I can't remember exactly which is what. I might as well get the XP boosts as well. So, Babylon Battery sounds like it could be a hammer. Let's have a look at that, shall we? So, we've got me cat, me wolf, I like me wolf. So this is the wolf you get. This is the cat you get. And this is the raven you get. There's also a hound, but I haven't got the hound. Right, so there's a fist weapon, no. Blood magic, no. Screaming ring I want. And elemental is focus, no. So they weren't the blue items that I wanted, so if I go back to the store. And just get all these blue items. Saves me going through them. Oh. Poor little wolfie. Right, gotta be in them. So I've got a shotgun, no. Assault rifle, no. Right, there's my chaos weapon. So if I equip that, and there's my hammer. So if I equip that as well, if you press C, you can see that you've now got 2 weapons equipped. You can change your title up here. So Gopher. There's gear management where you can make builds, and then there's the dressing room where you can dress yourself up. So if I look at myself from the front, shut that a minute, or move that over. Actually get rid of that because you can't sell them. So if I look at my Slaughterhouse hoodie, which looks way better, which I'm going to use. And then for my chest, you can't really see it, so it doesn't matter, but I might use that. Face, can't change. Feet, I can't change. Hat, you can put a neutral cap on, which doesn't seem to work. And then legs, neutral pants or skinny jeans. Okay, so all I could do was my hoodie, which has now disappeared for some strange reason. That's pretty weird. What's it say on the back? Slaughterhouse. Ah, Slaughterhouse, that's pretty cool. Right, so now I've got my hammer equipped and my chaos is equipped. I can move on. So yeah, once you get to the police station you can now do PvP, so war zones and battlefields, which you get to by menu. Yeah, I thought it was. If you press P, these are the 3 PvP options you can go to, which are the Fusangs. It says which faction controls them, and for each faction that controls them you should have a PvP buff here, which is world domination. It tells you how much you control, and you get extra XP, defense rating, hit rating, and etc. for the more PvP places you have attacked, which is pretty awesome. But if you don't own anything, then sadly you don't get any buffs. So that's it for part 1 of the playthrough. I will try and sort out the issues at hand and fix them for next time, so I'll see you later. Thank you for watching.